Hello, this is Sonia from Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. I'm just going to wrap up June's memory verse bundle. But before I forget, I made a mistake. I've named named the July memory verse bundle August. So somebody told me about it, and I changed it quickly on my Etsy shop and my Kofi account. So I tried to email everybody the correct one who bought it. But if for no reason I missed you, let me know with your sort of order number, whatever. Then I'll send you the new one. So I still have to cut mine out and just put it on top there. And then I just have to change it there also. So I'll just print it out and then actually stick it over there, because I don't want to really add something to it, because then it will get too bulky. So just a heads up for that. But we're not here to see July's memory verse bundle. If you haven't picked it up, please go. I'll leave the details down below. I think Psalm 23 is a perfect one to memorize scripture, and I've also got a competition going on my Instagram to win $15 in my digital shop. So if you want to, you just need to comment and whatever. The details is down in the Instagram post. So let's start with June. Obviously this was my overview page. I always make a little video in the beginning when I do that. Love memorizing and digging deeper into God is our refuge and our rock and all those type of things. Love the colors, the coastal theme with the postcard. And as you said, and I use lots of times this set of Tim Holtz with the bubbles and also these little waves, almost look like scales of a fish. I've used these two stencils quite a lot this month, so I've done that. And then I've just added some elements here. Psalm 46 verse 1, my meditation sheet, just add some washi. I love this washi I had. It's a very, very old washi, which almost look like sort of floorboards, wooden weathered boards, which obviously I tried to recreate here. And then I've just put my 3 things here, use the bunting. I use a stencil to put the anchor there. This is the stencil I had in my stash, and these small little anchors I've also put in there. And then Deuteronomy 32 verse 4, I just cut this life buoy in half, and I also used just a little stencil to do these little marks there and color it in. And then this is our meditation sheet for Deuteronomy 32 verse 4. Done that. Also just use the same washi tape. Use obviously the rock little picture with my details postcard, and then I also use some stencils to do some bunting. Don't know how I like that. And then I think I used some Distress Oxide crayons or watercoloring for it too, I can't remember. Some doilies. And then obviously Proverbs 18 verse 10, I've just cut the steering wheel or the rudder in half and put it up there. And then some washi tape again. And then my meditation sheet for that, just add some birds, washi tape again. And I use some pattern paper in my stash, put this art mark with it. Yet again, the postcard with the house and my points I've done here. And then just cut the anchor in half, put sort of upside down, and put also small little anchors there. And then our meditation sheet, just use the cards and also some 18 verse 2, the art mark. And I use a stamp, which is illustrated 5 stamp, which one of my friends from America sent me. Stand there. I love this notes, and put my list of things there. Yeah, and that was what I have done in my book. And then let's do my Bible journaling. Let's start with the Psalms. Or actually, let's start with Deuteronomy. I think I've got a video for this one. Just made a pocket. Put these 2 in here with my journaling. Obviously a doily in the bunting. And yet again, I used the same stencil here for the bubbles. And I use some raffia just to put the stone on there, and divided pattern paper in a triangle, and I just connected it there with a bird. Let's go to the Psalms. This psalm, what I wanted to do is, because this psalm is the one we sort of memorize, rock, fortress, deliver, and things like that. So I just put these things down there. It sort of resembles what God is. He's all these things for us, our safety net and our rock and everything like that. By this time, I think I didn't really have much printables left, so I just used what I had. And I used the stencil, the little scale stencil, almost looked like mermaid tail stencil, and some washi tape, and I've just underlined it and put a little anchor there. And then when I usually at the end of the month, the ones I've got, I usually actually just throw away all my printables, because I know I'm not going to really use them again. They're just clogging up space. So then I threw my things away, and then when I wanted to do the video, I realized I actually haven't done an entry for Psalm 46 yet. So I literally, luckily, I sort of had a few put in a different place. So, and I didn't want to print some more out. So I just used what I literally have. So this is not at all my best work. There's really nothing I like about this entry. But yet again, I documented it. I just used some pattern paper, which I had in my stash. I used that stencil again. I just put June there because that's what I had. And then I put these boards and I just said strong help. And I was struggling to get some alpha letters, which I didn't have. So I just made a E with a C and a stripe in there. And I just used what I had, basically. So definitely not a fantastic entry, but it doesn't really matter. And the last one is Proverbs 18 verse 10. And that is, I've just used some pattern paper, taught up, layer it, and then I use an old stencil, which I bought here in South Africa, I think, just as the background. I love the broken polka dots. And obviously put the little card, journaling card there. God is my fortress. And then I said the name of the Lord is a strong tower. And I just connected these two. Just a simple page, but I love the blues and everything. So yeah, it's just a pity I couldn't do the last one very nicely, but that is what it is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed memorizing this month the scripture about all God being our refuge and fortress and help. I always wanted to do that. That theme always stood out for me. As I said, my biggest challenge was to choose 4 verses, because there's so many we could probably do for 12 months continuously. The Lord is my refuge, but I'm sure we'll get so confused with it. So yeah, and as I said, if you haven't picked up next month bundle, July bundle, please do so. I'll leave all the details down below, and I will talk to you on Sunday, where I will release the next verse and yeah, to set up for it. God bless. Bye-bye.